Lee Hogan here, VIP boxing down at the Blundell gym with Kai Dawber, who's out for fight number 2. Back at Bolton on our show on June the 29th, which is a packed card, mate. 12 fights on there, and we've got a good one for you. We've got a kid, Ryan LeBourne. I think you've met a few times, haven't you?
We met in London. He was on a show that Lennox was fighting on in London, so we met him afterwards there. Yeah. Nice
Because I know him because he's I think he's managed by Dave Allen, and he's a nice lad. But fight number 17 for him.
Yeah.
I think last time you were there, was it March when you made your debut?
Yeah. Start of March.
And you had Perry Howe.
I did.
Horrible Perry. He's in the nicest possible way.
Yeah.
He's game, but he's very awkward. And, you know.
Yeah.
He's not a natural boxer. He can fight a bit, but he's not really a boxer. And he's not the person that you'd really want for a debut. But we couldn't get anything, so you dealt with it comfortably.
Yeah.
Was it 436?
Yeah, it was easy enough. Just kept him a bit with the jab and stuff, but it's.
But anything's going to be easy for you.
Yeah.
Because until we get you, until you've got the experience for those real 50-50 fights, it's going to be hard because you've been moving around with some of the best kids in the country for the last 2 years now. And just, I believe, the last few weeks, you've been one of the main sparring partners for Isaac Chamberlain. Who's fighting for the European against a local kid, another kid you know really well, a kid that who won your first spars when you were thinking about turning over, Jack Massey. So
it's been a good few weeks though. The last 4 weeks been down in London most of the time, like two times a week.
So were you travelling down there each time then?
Yeah. So I was getting the train down. It only takes 2 hours. It wasn't too bad. 8 rounds a time. Six. Started off with 6 because I weren't fit enough, and then moved up to 8. Obviously they're having a 12-round fight, so you have 4 before, then 8 with me. But yeah, it was good.
So you did the finish 8 rounds, last 8 rounds?
Well, they change up every time, so I'd do the first 8 sometimes, and last 8 other times.
And how did you find that?
Really well.
Great experience because, I mean, he's British and Commonwealth champion and fighting for the vacant European with Jack, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are levels that, you know, are a long way away for you at present. But if they're, because it's not just going down there once moving around with him, there's 4 weeks going down there doing it. And same with Jack, you've moved around with him on numerous occasions. I think you helped him prepare for the Joe Parker fight, didn't you?
I did,
So,
for that one,
so you must be doing something right.
Must be. Like I said, it's all confidence boosters for me. They wouldn't have me in there if I weren't good enough to help them prepare for these fights. So
we've touched on it before, but not massive experience. I think was it 10 or 12 white collar fights?
I think it was something like that.
Then you had a great amateur debut where you went over to Ireland and boxed at the weight above, where you boxed a heavyweight who was 80 odd fights under his belt and very few defeats on there. So and you won there. So you won was it the Monkstown Cup, was it?
I think it was the Emerald Box Cup. I'm not sure which one it was, to be honest with you.
So not a bad debut as an amateur.
Definitely not.
So I presume we've got high expectations. And what are your expectations?
I think I'm going to take every fight as it comes. Just keep improving in the gym. But obviously, I've got my expectations high for myself, or else there's been no point doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, how did you find, as you said, you went down there and you sparred continuously for 4 weeks. Did you see there was a big improvement from when you first sparred him to when you last sparred him?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm quite switched on. I switch on to things quite quickly, so if I see they're trying to do something over and over again, I'll not let them do what they're trying to do, obviously, in there, and then try and work my own shots off. But obviously, he was preparing for a European title fight, so he was, every time he came back, he was changing things and to try and catch me out, and I've got to adapt when I'm in there again. So it's all great learning rounds for me.
But what you gained from that is the fact that you kept calling you back, and that's the important thing, because if you weren't bringing something to the table for such an important fight, they're going to go, no, we'll get someone else in here, because we're not getting anything out of this. So he got a lot out of it, which means you got a lot out of it, and also, like I say, mentally, you know what you're preparing for, because those are levels that you want to get to, I presume.
Yeah, exactly.
And after sparring with people like that, you believe that in the next couple of years you might be able to get there?
That's my aim, yeah, definitely. But like you said, it's good to see when you're in what level I need to get to compete at these levels. And just the small things they do in the ring that are different to what I do now, I've got to pick up on and start doing them. But like I said, for learning rounds, especially for me at this point in my career, it's just brilliant, really.
Yeah, like I say, perfect for you, mate. And like I say, now you can put it all into practice on June the 29th. Now we're going to be down there, we're going to be filming it, we'll be going live. Will Louise be talking to you, and will she be saying win number 2?
Of course you will.
Kai, you take care. See you on the 29th, mate.
Thank you, Lee.
Bye.
Yep.
Alright?
Yeah.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.